Hi, thanks for joining me. Kim here from Expression Artworks. I have this wood panel sign that I previously painted because I wanted the background to be dry before I got started. And it's approximately 12 inches by 8 inches. And the paint color that I used is by Dixie Belle called Savannah Mist, which is a chalk paint, as well as Weeping Willow and Fluff, and they're also by Dixie Belle. The other chalk paint that I used is by Folk Art, and it's this pale yellow color, and it's called Summer Porch. I am using various stencils and brushes for this project, as well as this brush that looks like a fan. I believe it's called a fan brush, but I'm not sure exactly, so don't quote me on that. But I'm using it to create wispy blades of grass at the bottom of my sign. And I feel like it will be the perfect brush for that. I'm actually going to be holding it vertically as I paint. So I'll be starting with that soon. But let me show you the stencils. I'm so excited about these stencils. I'm using this beautiful wildflower stencil that has a few butterflies scattered throughout. I'm also using this Hello Summer stencil. And the last stencil is actually, if I could pick it up, had a little trouble there with this one. There you go. This is a sheet of different butterflies and a couple of flowers. And with this one, I'm going to be using this butterfly, which is right here. There it is. And these stencils are all from the Stencil Smith. So I'm going to start by opening up my Weeping Willow because I'm going to start by painting the grass at the bottom. So I'm just lightly gliding the paint on. I'm removing the excess, and I'm also going to blot some on the paper towel. And you could see you're looking for just a thin coat of paint and some separation of the bristles. And then, like I said, I'm vertically painting on the blades of grass, which will give it that nice wispy, realistic look and feel. I hope you could see that. I'm just going to quickly dry that up. And now I'm ready for my stencil. So I'm going to put that towards the bottom because of course I want it to look like the flowers are growing out from the grass. I'm just going to tape the side and the top just to secure it. And for the flowers, I'm going to be using the fluff, which is that off-white, because I really want it to pop against the blue background. I'm just making sure I blot the paint, the stencil brush, and blot it on the paper towel just to remove that excess paint so my brush isn't too wet. And like I said, there's a few little butterflies in the stencil, so I'm painting everything except for them because I'm going to be doing the butterflies in that pale yellow color that I have. It's coming out nice. I'm happy with it so far. Just going to give it a quick dry. And now I'm ready for my Hello Summer. So I decided that I wanted the Hello Summer to be on the upper right corner. And I'm going to do a little different technique here. With the word hello, I'm just going to go right over that with the yellow. And with the word summer, I'm going to do something a little different. It's going to have an ombre look. So instead of just using the yellow, I'm going to use the yellow and the white. And that's going to give it a two-toned ombre look. I'm going to start off at the bottom of the lettering, and I'm going to use the yellow, and then I'll go back in and use the white from where I ended up with the yellow, and the white will be on the upper part of the lettering. So it'll look like it's gradually going from white to yellow. Of course, you could start it anywhere you want. I could have started with the white on top and then went into the yellow. I just chose to do the yellow first and work my way up, but whatever works for you. And what's really nice about the ombre, you could do it with any two colors you want, even three, if you wanted to do a tricolor. But it gives it a really nice look, and I thought it would tie in nicely with this project. And for the big reveal, ta-da! What y'all think? I think that came out so cute. So the last thing I'm going to do with that open area right there is where I'm going to use the butterfly that I have on my third stencil, the one I pointed out to you. And I'm also going to do an ombre effect on the butterfly. And instead of using the white and yellow, I'm going to use the yellow and the green. So I'm going to have the wings ombreed. I'm going to do the body and the antenna of the butterfly in white, but the wings are going to be ombreed. So I'm going to start off with the yellow, and that's going to be the bottom of my wings. And then I'm going to gradually go into the green for the upper part of the wings. And there you go. I think it came out great. I love that ombre effect in both the word summer and the butterfly. And I think the whole project came out really nice. Maybe you'll try the ombre and also the wispiness of the grass. It was really fun. Thank you so much for watching, and here is the finished project.